Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever you are at. So, yeah, I really truly don't plan on making this a long live. I have some receipts to show. I have really not wanted to do this live. I have tried really hard to, be a fair person. I'm always open to criticism. I'm always open to if I do something wrong, like call me on my shit privately, publicly. I don't care. But it's important for me to, be accountable for my own actions. But one thing, if you've been a part of this page, one thing that I cannot stand is to be lied to or to be lied about. And this week, um, both have happened, and I tried as hard as I could to handle things privately, and the person instead chose to take things publicly to basically, in my opinion, assassinate my character. And I absolutely do not appreciate it. I tried to have a private conversation with them, and yet they've avoided that conversation. And we even had people who offered to mediate in between the two to get a better understanding of both sides of the situation. And there was not a willingness to do that. Just a overactive explanation that happened, and it's not okay. So I did pin in the chat the person who I am going to be speaking on and showing receipts of. A lot of us love and care for. So, like I said, this is not an easy live for me to do. I will not, 100% will not allow people any comments such as, I never really liked that person, or, oh my gosh, that person was always terrible person. I don't want any of that in the chat because this is not a bashing session. This is a me clearing my name and making sure that while they've gone out and publicly said or shown things about me, that I am able to show anybody who chooses to watch my side of things and a better timeline with receipts. So I just wanted to put that out there first and foremost. The next thing is I am not asking anybody to unsub from anybody. I don't tell people where to go or what to do. That is not my style, which is the whole reason why we are here for this. If you support this person after this, that is okay. I am not asking you to not support them. All I'm asking for is to be able to have an opportunity for me to tell my side of this story. That's it, and that's all. All right. So here we go. Let me go up here. So for the last couple of weeks, stuff obviously has been popping off with the whole heel situation, and I have been very vocal no matter where I went of of how where my stance was from the very beginning. That didn't change, it won't change, and that's not going to act like it's just not going to change. I have people in my chat who support her to this day, and I don't care. I don't care that they do, because we are all adults. We are all able to make our own opinions and our own decisions and all of those kinds of things. I would never ever tell somebody, well, if you support her, you have to leave my page. Please unsub. No, if you have a problem with me not supporting her, then that's a problem for you. It's not a problem for me. So during that time, it was very emotionally charged when stuff was first coming out, and things were being found out. And I decided at that time, although I was very bothered by the situation, that I was not going to make any decisions in the moment, because I think that when you make decisions when you're in an emotional place, they don't always tend to be um, they don't tend to be rational decisions. And I'm a very big fan of rational decisions. So, with a heavy heart, on Tuesday, I sent out a message, a private message to one of my mods, and I let them know, which I will show that message now. So that message was sent out, and it was sent to Kathy P. And it says, "Hi, Kathy. I wanted to reach out to you after having some time to think on things I've seen recently. I'm a huge proponent of people having different opinions and supporting who and what they want. I'm also a huge proponent of boundaries. I've noticed your support of Heels' blog and seen comments you've been making lately that I'm not sure if you don't know how they affect people of color or you don't care. Either one is fine with me. But my boundary is that those things are not okay with me. For that reason, I'm going to be removing your wrench. If you could please remove mine from your channel, I would appreciate it. I wish you nothing but the best and much love. I I called two people who are experienced YouTubers who have been creators for years. I never told them a name. I said, I have a situation with my mod. This is how I'm feeling. I want to make sure that this does not cause fucking drama. So, what's the best way I can handle this? Can you help me out and figure out a way to say this as kindly as possible? For me, my opinion on my page is that my mods are a reflection on me, and I don't expect for them to always agree with me. I'm 100% okay with them disagreeing with me, but I have every right on my page. My views of the situation, there was no discussion like to be had. There was no defense that needed to be given for somebody's opinion. That's not what this was at all. It was my decision as a creator to remove a wrench, and it's that simple. Like completely that simple. I did not block her on my page. She was still welcome on my page. I was still a sub to her page. Like it was nothing like that at all. So she sent a message, which I did not respond to, and I did not read at the time. I actually didn't read it until yesterday. I'm glad that I didn't because I probably would have been upset with it. But this was her response. I didn't say I supported her blood. I said many times in the words she used were wrong. I wasn't friendly with Heels. I was just saying 10 years ago was a different time, but she was wrong with her words. So clearly you didn't understand what I said. As for the other night, I was mostly talking about how things need to be across the board for all, not some, speaking on Zav and Annie. And yes, the Glur was wrong for what he did as well. But that's fine. You didn't really support me anyways. I had no clue what she is talking about when she says the other night. So maybe she did a live stream and I hadn't watched it. So, but my message had nothing to do with what she said the other night. It had strictly to do with things that I had seen that I was uncomfortable with and I couldn't stand next to as a creator. That's it and that's all. Um, she says I never support her anyways. That's her opinion. I'm not here to knock that in any way. I felt like I was very supportive. I gave her constructive criticism and feedback when she did something good. I would absolutely let her know, wow, that was an amazing live, or wow, you did really well. Maybe try doing it this way, try doing it that way to try and get that, she was growing her page. So that's absolutely what I wanted. So she went on to say, Nunya, you're wrong. I showed Hill's blog to my family members who are Black to get their opinions. Just because I went back and looked at everything in its totality didn't mean I support her. I've said I wouldn't have wrote that open letter, that she was wrong on her words. Now, now, I just want to point out I'm not a fan of throwing your Black family members out there. But again, it for me it reconfirms that my decision is my decision, and I'm okay with it. And I have every right. I have every right as a creator to decide who has wrenches and who doesn't. So, okay, fine. And actually, no, B Fergs, the mod conversation happened days after this, like 3, 4 days after this. And it just so happened to intertwine because it happened. Laura had brought up mods on, and Glare had brought up mods on Deez's channel. It literally just was a coincidence. Anyway, so this was Tuesday morning. I have two Discords. I have a private Discord that has herself and two of my other mods in it. We don't have mod meetings or anything like that. And then I have a public Discord where I have some of the Islanders in there, some of the Hive in there, like a whole mixture of people from everywhere in there. In my private Discord, she was in there. And I went to go and kick her out because we'd already had this conversation and that was part of it. Okay, fine. When I went to go kick her out, I noticed that some of the pages I had in there were completely gone. So when I went in, I happened to see that she had removed all of the pages in my Discord. all of the channels, excuse me. And for those who don't know Discord and don't know exactly, what does that mean? It means I had one, two, three, four, five, six channels at the time. I had six channels, and she removed those six channels and deleted them. And that's not an easy task. So it's not like you just click one button and it's deleted. You have to go through five different screens and then scroll all the way down to the bottom to delete a channel. Now, while she claims to be technologically challenged, I find it very hard to understand how she was able to do that. At first, I didn't even know, like, what was I even looking at, because I also am newer to Discord. So I create a test challenge. In the screenshot it shows you, I created a test channel and I had LG who's in there. I had her remove that channel to delete that channel to see if it looked the same, and it did. At that point, at that point, I went ahead and I said nothing. This all was happening privately. I went to one creator at that point and I said, look, here's the situation that I'm in with this X mod. Here's what I'm going through. Do I address it or do I leave it go, let it go? That creator that I spoke to, only one of them, with names this time, said, let it go. You don't want the drama of it. Let it go. Just just part ways and be done with it. You said what you said. Let it go. No problem. Okay. All right. All the stuff that I had in those Discord channels, if she blasted tomorrow, I don't care. There was nothing in there that is not stuff that I would say publicly to anybody's face, or that I haven't already said. Most of the stuff I would go in there, I'd give my opinions on things, and then probably a little unfiltered, and then I'd come out here and I'd say it publicly anyway, so I don't care. But that's sus as hell to me that you went in and you deleted those channels. You didn't go and delete your own comments. You didn't go in and remove yourself from the Discord. You didn't do that. You went and deleted my channels, which have screenshots that I keep there for my own convenience. So if somebody asks, well, where's the receipt for that? It makes it easier for me to not have to go through my phone with the 1,000 and some odd messages, screenshots. I can go right there to that channel and grab it. It was for my convenience. That's the only reason why it's there. But it's all good. I left it alone. Again, all of this completely private, had nothing to do with anybody else, so I left it alone. There was no reason to go any further from there. Then come to yesterday. So that was Tuesday. All that happened on Tuesday. I let it go. I ignored. Then yesterday, she decided, and I've already, Rabbit has the Vegas rules in her Discord, so I have permission to show. So then she decided to post this in the general chat, which is public to a couple hundred people, a couple hundred members in there. And she says, hey, Rabbit, I've just got this message and wanted to ask you about this. I've made it very clear I don't support Heels, words, any racism. Just be I didn't go after Heels doesn't mean I support her. I was never friends, never even friends with her. Because you mentioned in this, wanted to show it to you. All I ask is you keep it to yourself for now, because I want to get to the bottom of this. If this is even remotely true, it's messed up. And Fund My Channel has been actually growing a bit, but this morning I woke up to 5 less subs. And to tiny channels like mine that's been growing, it's concerning. I've done nothing to anyone mentioned in this message, and I don't deserve this if it's true, sending this message. So she posted publicly. Now let me blow up the message for you. The message said, the good Nunya, aka Nunya Business, recruiting people to undub, which unsub, and literally boycott anyone who comments anything positive to Heels in the air. She is calling for nonsense, forgotten whispers, true crime dime, chronicles, down the rabbit hole, and burnt toast to have their members unsub from smaller channels. Currently, she's targeting Kathy P. Let's Talk About Everything and T. Kelly's music. She claims they are racist for not bad mouthing Heels, but she has stated it's a dark skin and people problem. Oh, I have stated it's a dark skin and people problem. First of all, whoever in the fuck you are that wrote this message, fuck you and the horse you rode in on and your mama. I have never, ever, nor would I ever claim that anybody who didn't badmouth heels was racist. I have never and I would never. But instead of asking this person for receipts, instead we're going to go passing this around to people in DMs, in Discords. We're going to go from there and just say, hey, I wonder what this about. But not ask for receipts from the person who is sending it. Where did I do this at? When did this happen? What did I say? Because if anybody even knows me, I am absolutely not ashamed of my skin color, of my children's skin color, of my husband's skin color, nor will I ever be. And if the fact that I stand 10 toes down and say it from my fucking chest bothers you and something inside you stirs, that's not a me problem. Sorry, not sorry. That's a you problem, boo. So whoever wrote that message, straight middle finger to you. I don't give a fuck how anybody feels on my stance. But you know what I've never done? I never told anybody to unsub her. I never cared. I don't know if Ellie is in here. Ellie got made a mod in her chat. Ellie and I are cool to this day. I have no issues with Ellie. I know where Ellie stands. I know what her stance is on her. And guess what? Ellie's a grown motherfucking woman who can go and come as she pleases. Sorry, Ellie. I'm not trying to bring you into this. I'm just using it as an example because, that wrench. Anyways, at the end of the day, I would hope that any creator, any person who got this message and knows anything about me, that you would come to me, specifically me, privately, and say, hey, yo, I just got this message. I don't know what the hell's going on. We need to get to the bottom of this. Are you doing this? I'm asking for receipts. I'm asking for all kinds of things because you can guarantee, I don't care who it is. It could be the person who I dislike the most. If somebody hops in my inbox or in my email or in my Discord DMs and tells me some shit like this about the person who I dislike the most, I'm still going to ask for receipts. Now, if they provide me the receipts, I may blast that shit from there. But outside of that, I have never, and I would never. We are grown adults. I'm not recruiting anybody. And as a matter of fact, prior to this message, I hadn't talked to Nonsense. I hadn't talked to Amethyst about this. I hadn't talked to Burnt Toast about that. True Crime Dime I didn't talk to. Forgotten Whispers I still haven't talked to. She's probably just finding out right now. Chronicles is probably just finding out right now if she's here. I hadn't talked to any of those people. While you think and here's the thing, I'm a smaller channel. What the fuck do I look like telling somebody to unsub from a smaller channel when we're all on the same struggle bus? What would be the point? But you didn't take the time out to remove yourself from your own emotions about losing a stupid wrench. To sit back and think, wow, I probably shouldn't fucking spread this shit around. Then you went on to, oh, it was an accident. I meant to send this to you privately. I call bullshit because you and I were on a voice chat back in the uni days when you publicly blasted him in his Discord, in his general chat, and claimed you didn't know how to delete it. You didn't know how to tell the difference between sending a private message and posting in a general chat for everybody to see. And I showed you. You had to go up to the top box. I showed you how before you hit send, look at the top. And if it says general chat, you're in the wrong spot. We stayed on the phone for 2.5 fucking hours in voice chat so we could make sure that this shit never would ever happen again to you because you were technologically challenged and didn't realize what you did that time. Oh, but this time you're going to say, oh, it was a mistake. I meant to send it to her publicly. No, you didn't. Because not only did you send this to her, you went into the DMs of other people and started sending it to them. That's foul as fuck. I didn't deserve that. I kept the shit private. I went to you privately to discuss, hey, yo, you get to have your opinions, but on my page, this is not okay for me, and I'm uncomfortable with this. You couldn't respect my boundaries. And instead, you started spreading this around about me, talking about I don't know if it's true or not. If you don't know why it's true, if you didn't know if it was true, why are you spreading it then? Because here's the thing, the sad part about this is I did none of those things. You didn't ask for receipts on it. You didn't ask shit about it. You just started spreading it out. Just in case it's true, I'm gonna just start putting this shit out so people can see. Two, three, 500, however many it was. That's public as fuck to me. You went public with it and you never even bothered to jump into my inbox and say, "Hey, I got this message right now. I got this message right now and I want to know, are you doing this?" You could have come to me. We got two forms of DMs and you chose not to. So you tell me about your token black family friend, black family members. Then you turn around and you delete shit in my Discord on purpose, in my opinion. Then you go and start publicly sharing this around about me. Doesn't really look, doesn't really look like these are all some accidents. But let's keep going from there. So I give my response to this message in that same Discord. I'm curious, just for the sake of transparency, since you're choosing publicity stunts, at any point in time, did you ask for receipts from this mystery person who messaged you? Because I would hope that anyone, in all capital letters, because I mean that, who questions anyone's integrity would come privately and ask if that was happening. I have never, and I would never tell subs where to go. I stand against the stuff Heels has done and said wholeheartedly. And if that makes some people uncomfortable, that's a them problem, not a my problem. In the future, and this is a message to anybody, in the future, if you receive communication regarding my character, I'd hope you would reach out privately, as we have multiple means of private communication that have been used in the past. Have an amazing Friday. That was my response. And the only response. So those same two, three, 400 people that just seen your accusation against me could see my side of things at that point in time. Oh, but you didn't stop there, right? You had to keep going. So then you jump over to Nonsense and Amethyst. To this point, this is yesterday at 11:59 a.m. my time. Okay, so noon yesterday. Okay. At that point in time, I had not talked to Nonsense. I had not talked to Amethyst because it had nothing to do with them. It had everything to do with the fact that on my page, this is what I stand for, and I can't get down with it. If you're a sub here, you can absolutely be here. You can support anybody that you want. But when I give you a wrench, there is a different level of respect I expect. That's it. That's all. Simple. You don't have to have a wrench. Like it's really not that serious, you know? Fine. So finally yesterday I broke down. I knew I was going to have to do a live. I knew I was going to have to do it because at the end of the day, I don't stand with no fuck shit. I don't stand with people lying on me, and I'm a very very fair person. So I went to Nonsense first and I said, "Look, I know you got a lot going on, but here's the situation." And I started to tell her. She said, "Well, actually, she's already been in contact with, she'd already messaged Amethyst and Nonsense before I could get to her, but okay, whatever. I don't care because fine, let them have your side of it, right?" I send these same exact receipts you're looking at, except for the ones that are about to come, but I sent all of these receipts to them. This is exactly what I said. This is what she said. This is what I said. This is what she said. Here's my receipts. Let them decide from there. They said, "Hey." And I said, and the only reason why I didn't go live last night was because I do not want to see her page negatively affected by this. I wanted to give her the opportunity to privately sit down in a StreamYards, on a FaceTime, on whatever, and let's talk about it. Let's let other people be there so that they can help mediate for us to see each other's sides of things, because I really want to work this out. I really want to squash this and move on from this. I don't want to keep having this conversation. I don't want to have to blast you on a live to let people see who you are and what you've done. I don't want to do that. Help me to prevent that shit. So I went to them. "Hey, yo, this is what's going on." Of course, they had already said. She told them one side of the story, which had nothing to do with this. She swears up and down to this moment, which you're going to see in the screenshots in a second, that None of these messages were posted by her. She hasn't done anything. She's completely innocent about the whole thing. And that's okay. She gets to 100% believe what she believes for herself. I am only here to ensure that my side gets heard. Whatever people decide from there, I am not making any requests. I am not making any demands. I don't care who you support or where you go if you are a sub of this page. I don't. I never will. But the one thing I am is fair. I talk to people who probably shouldn't be talked to. Actually, last night I was on a panel of a person who Nonsense and I fought on the internet on Facebook for a solid maybe about 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. We fought like hell with that lady. And she reached out to me and she said, "Hey, would you mind coming on my panel? I know we haven't had the best, pass, but I'm really sorry for the this that I've done. And would you mind coming on my panel?" And I went on her panel last night and I hung out and I had a good time because I'm a fucking fair person. Because I know that we make mistakes as human beings. I know that we fuck up, especially when we're moving in our emotions. I know that. So I tried. So last night, Nonsense went to her and said, "Nunya's willing to do a StreamYard. You, her, me, Amethyst, the Tessas. We will do a StreamYard. We support you. We support her. We want to hear both sides and we want to get this absolutely squashed because we don't, whoever sent this message is obviously trying to start something and it's not, this isn't going to go well." She called me, Nonsense called me and said, "When do you want to do it?" And I said, "I am free tonight," which was last night, "and early this morning because I have stuff, real life stuff I've got to do." She had some real life stuff she had to do. No problems. Okay, great. Nonsense sends a text message out, no answers. But as I'm going through different chats last night, I see you all in those chats, chit chat, commenting in all these different lives. So, and again, maybe that's what you chose to do, but your priority was to not address this and squash it. Your priority, and to me it feels like all you're doing is trying to win out more time so that you have days on days on days that you make me wait in being fair while you continue to spread this to anybody who will listen. And that's not okay with me. I'm not okay with it. So I made my post this morning and scheduled my live because I knew I'd be home by tonight. I scheduled my live and then I got this message. "I've never said I wouldn't talk. I was understanding it was going to be Sunday evening. I never agreed to Sunday evening, nor am I waiting 2-3 days for this to be squashed." That's my 2 cents there. "I've been busy with the birthday party today, which I told Nonsense about. So when I did see the messages, I responded, but I couldn't do a call. I'm free later this evening after I get the kids settled or tomorrow evening." Okay. "Kathy, you and I had a private conversation that you continue to spread publicly in an attempt to make me look like a terrible person. I made a choice to try and have it mediated privately, and you chose to not allow that to be done last night. I know you feel this is some big evil attack on you, but if that was the case, I would have aired everything out on Monday, which I meant Tuesday, when you did fuck shiz, and I didn't. I chose to ignore it. Now that you are making a point to go around and spread this screenshot of accusations without even getting proof first with multiple people, sorry, hold on, with multiple people, sorry, with multiple people on multiple platforms, then you give me no choice. Similar to how things have gone down with others, I do and will always wish you the best forever and always. Have a great time with the kiddos. I've not spread nothing publicly. I was busy last night. I do have a life. I didn't even see Nonsense text till this morning. Again, I'm not spreading this to the public. What are you talking about? You have taken information that was sent to you, which was false, and shared it on in multiple places to make other people think that I am doing bad things on purpose to hurt you with zero receipts. While I do understand we all have lives, for me, the fact this continues to be spread by you is the reason why I did not have an interest in waiting days on days to speak. No, I have not shared in public. I sent it to Rabbit because her name was in it. And talking with Amethyst isn't public. Um, Something you're wrong, Nunya. It's my channel that was gone after. Never said it was you. In fact, said it wasn't said. Said it wasn't said. I wanted to know where it came from. So we're going to go back. The good Nunya, aka Nunya Business, recruiting people to unsub and literally boycott anyone who comments anything positive to Heels in the Air. She is calling for nonsense, forgotten whispers, true crime dime, chronicles, down in the rabbit hole, and burnt toast to have their members unsub from smaller channels. Currently targeting Kathy P's Let's Talk About Everything and T. Kelly music. She claims they are racist for not bad mouthing Heels, but she has stated it's a dark skin and people problem. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't sound like an accusation to me that you would show anybody that. And you did show it to multiple people, but okay. Who went after your channel? Because your statement you made was that it was me. And I want to know when, where, how. I didn't do anything like that, yet you're okay with sharing the same info with anyone else? At the end of the day, you've made choices to only consider your own feelings and fuck my character in the end. Telling a group of 200 plus people that I'm doing this to you is public. That's what I'm trying to find out, is who is behind the message where this supposed info came. If Amethyst didn't show you the message I received, if you talked, I'll send it to you. I didn't tell a group of 200. I thought I sent it privately to Rabbit because she was named in the message. It was an accident. I call bullshit. Again, I sat on the phone for 2.5 hours and I absolutely showed you how to send it privately and not make it public. But okay. And I really don't care. Oh, let me go back. Sorry. It was an accident and it was deleted within seconds. You know, it's not just about you. That message said people were asked to unsub me. Right. Here's the thing though. I'm recruiting said people who were asked to unsub you. Did you forget that part was in there? But okay. Unsub me because I didn't go after Heels. That's coming for my channel. What? Telling anyone to unsub, there was several others mentioned in it as well. Look, it was an accident. I'm not in Discords much, and I really don't care if you believe me or not. I know what happened. I realized it didn't go private and was going to delete, but Rabbit caught it as soon as possible, like I did, and it was deleted immediately. I spoke to Rabbit. She said she understood. Good for her. Nunya, I had just gotten that private message from you like a day or so before. Then I got this message, but I never said it was you. I said I need to find out who would say these things. Well, let's go back to that post because I didn't see that, but okay. Hey, Rabbit, I've just got this message and wanted to ask you about this. I've made it very clear I don't support Heels' words in racism. Just because I didn't go after Heels doesn't mean I support her. I was never friends nor even friends with her. Because you're mentioned in this, I wanted to show it to you all. All I ask is you keep this to yourself for now because I want to get to the bottom of this. If this is even remotely true, it's messed up. And my channel has been actually growing a bit, but this morning I woke up to 5 less subs. And to tiny channels like mine, that's been growing. It's concerning. I've done nothing to anyone mentioned in this message and don't deserve this if it's true. Sending the message. So that doesn't sound like that doesn't sound like that to me. I what? A day or so before, then I get this message, but I never said it was you. I said I need to find out who would say these things. Now call me fucking insane, crazy, whatever you'd like to call me. But I'm pretty sure that message I just read, which is the message you posted, was very clear. But yeah, maybe I'm the crazy one. I never said I was mad, but I do have a right to have feelings about it and to find out who is really behind it. Now, listen, I wholeheartedly support that. Finding out who is behind it, 100%. Have at it. Do you? You should have done that though before you started blasting it out all over the place. That's my opinion. That's my stance. Don't lie on me. Don't lie to me. You lied to me saying you hadn't shared this message with anybody. You didn't put it public. When you share it with two, three, 400 people, you absolutely are making it public. You did not put in there anyway. I don't think that none of you would do this, but just in case, I'm sharing it with you. You didn't send it privately when I definitely for sure know because I helped you learn how to do it the last time this type of accident in air quotes happened. You absolutely knew how to send a private message. You intentionally sent it in there so that other people could see this and force. Meanwhile, I'm over here handling shit privately. The only thing that I did was I set a boundary. I set a boundary. That's it. That's it and that's all. I set a boundary for my page as a creator. I don't care who supports her. If I have subs who support her, I don't care. That we're all grown ass adults. We are grown ass adults who have all of our own minds and wonderful, unique ways of thinking, and I'm here for it. I welcome it. You just can't be a mod on my page. That's it. That's all. It's not up for discussion. And as a creator, I have every right to make that decision because this is my page. All right. Are there any questions? Just curious, maybe I missed it, but does she not know who wrote the message? Where did she get it from? She has given a name that sent the message, but it's an alt, and she claims she has no idea who the person is. And it is not a name. It is not a name that I would be comfortable saying, oh, it's this person. Like it's not a name that of yeah. It could be perfectly imperfect. It could be. I don't know because she cut that part off before she posted it. So I don't know. It could be her. It could be one of her friends. It could be. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't even want to really like speculate too far on it because that's not the purpose. And like I said in the beginning of this, my purpose is not to bash anybody. I am not asking you to unsub from anybody. I hope and pray the best for those who are around back in September when when a person had lied to the Tessas and we confronted it during a live stream, and to this day I wish them nothing but the best. I have no ill will towards anybody. I don't have any issues with people like that. I'm a very very fucking fair person, and all was for I asked for a private situation. I asked for the opportunity to continue to keep a private situation private and to squash it after somebody else made it public. And I was not given that opportunity. So, here we are. Yes, I'm clearing up misinformation. Thank you. So, how did said person even know what you guys were even talking about? It was private between you two, so it was shared either way. Thank you very much, Bridget. That was one of my questions as well. Because how could that person know that I have an issue with Kathy, right? Because to me, I told two friends and I trust them with my full government name. for a year now. Outside of those two people, not one other person knew what was going on because it was nobody else's business. And I only went to those two people because I was so conflicted on how to handle it and what to do and how to make the best and right, like the best decision I could to avoid any drama, any back and forth, anything like that. Anyone who knows you knows your character, and for someone to even try and tarnish it says a lot about them and not you. I'm good for that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the support. What does she mean by the Vegas rules? So, Rabbit always maintains that her Discord is a public Discord and there is no Vegas rule. So, the no Vegas rule basically essentially means it's not like what happens here stays here kind of a thing. It is a public platform. And so, therefore, you are publicly sharing it out with other people. So, if it comes from an alt account, it shouldn't be believed. Clearly, it was sent to stir up crap. I agree, Darby. I agree. I agree. And had she come to me, at that moment when she received it, I could have shut it down right there and said, "Look, I would never do that. I have no issues with you," and we could have moved on from there. And we probably could have dug into together trying to find who did this. But she chose not to do that. Yeah, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Exactly. You're always open to any discussion, darling. Yes, I am. You're always full. Okay. All right. Not too much. Thank you, Rachel Wu. I'm absolutely fair. I'm lost. Who are we talking about? Please rewind roses are red. It'll make it easier for you to understand, so I don't have to repeat it all. Thank you. It makes you wonder if this said person wanted to stay private. Maybe, Denise. That's possible. But I mean, if you go around with with your spoon out, stirring up shit, and it's not my fault if somebody, stuck the spoon in their mouth, but it's also not my fault that that person is stirring it up. That's not me. I can't, what can I say to that? This sounds like what I've been through this last week. My regular life. I'm blocked from everything and found out someone else needed some help. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Absolutely, twist. Absolutely. I know, forgotten. And I was going to I was going to email you, but I felt like them pulling all these other people, especially cuz like Chronicles, I emailed once or twice, and that was because she asked me to share my opinion on something she had done, and that's it. That's all. We never even got to that point. So like you're naming these people who I don't even talk to like that. Forgotten, you and I don't talk outside of chat or on a panel together. But yet here I am recruiting you to tell your subs to unsub from somebody. Like, what the fuck? Again, if you knew me, if you ever knew me, you wouldn't have given that message the time of day, because I would never, nor have I ever. But sometimes you think that right, Vic. Um it's very disappointing. It is very disappointing. She doesn't want to dig into it. I don't know. Yeah. Right. Right. Burnt toast. Exactly. I didn't even message you about it because I was like, for what? We don't talk like that. I was like, what in the world? It just, to me, whoever created this mysterious message seems to be targeting Nunya, and I'm not down with that. They will be found and exposed. Amethyst, you better believe we are absolutely down to dig in it. And I promise you, I promise you, tonight I heard one thing that I'm going to be reaching out to somebody else about tonight because I want to get more information. But tonight I heard another piece of the little puzzle coming through, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right. So there's a little connection. All right. So I can guarantee you, whoever sent the message, they will absolutely be found out. And I promise you, once all those puzzle pieces and those dots are connected, I will come right back on live and your ass will be blasted too. Because you starting shit on some shit that I never did and saying I said it's dark people N word problems or N problems. Oh, okay. All right. I, again, have never, would never. Okay. And absolutely, I hope you have the day that you deserve. I respect your compassion and fairness. You'd be a damn good judge. I like to go in front of you. Seriously, though, thanks for a good reminder of how we should attacking notes. Yeah. Always ask for receipts. It is disappointing. And like I said in the very beginning, this wasn't an easy live to make. And you like nonsense can vouch. I called her maybe an hour or two ago and I was like, look, like I have no choice. Like I even tried talking to her today. I have no choice. I have to go live with this. I can't keep letting this spread about me. I've tried. I've been fair. I tried again. I gave a little bit more in fairness and then I tried again and I'm all tried out and I just can't. And so here we are. Absolutely burnt toast. You know I will. Deleted all of your server's chat. Sounds like it was a quicker way of said person to remove all of their messages rather than them manually deleting their chat posts. Exactly, Irish badass. But tell me how a person in who can't send a DM in Discord and plus post in the general page accidentally constantly, tell me how they can then go in and delete channels on the server. Oh, okay. So if you didn't delete the channels, then who the fuck have you given out your password to for Discord? Because any creator that has you in their Discord should be alarmed and should be aware that you are in that Discord while somebody else has your password and is doing stuff. Or potentially could be doing stuff. It's one or the other. Either you did it or somebody else did it for you. Which one? Because, like I said, it's not an easy task to do. To be able to delete those channels, you have to actually go through 5 different pages. We did it. And I have a screen recording if anybody needs to see it at some point. But we went through, and you have to go through 5 different pages and then scroll all the way down to the 5th page to find the delete channel button. It's not like you just accidentally hit a button and ta da, it's gone. No. I appreciate that you tried to handle this privately. I'm also sorry that this has happened. Um, yeah, I'm very sorry that it happened this way as well. I don't I didn't want to go this route. This isn't what I wanted to do. It's not how I get down. Um I'm always fair. And I'm going to be real here, okay? That girl don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me cuz I already know what you're going to say. I have I'm not like an emotional person and all like, oh my gosh, you just give me all the warm fuzzies inside, right? But like, if I care for you, I am 100% down for you. And yesterday and today have been very hard. And that girl told me last night, you have to understand this is part of the YouTube experience. People, they get in their feelings about wrenches. They get jealous about growth. They get jealous about money. They get jealous if people like you more than them. Like they go through all these different emotions. They get angry at something you said and they act out, and eventually you get used to it. I don't want to get used to it. I never ever want to get used to it. I want to attempt to foster, and call me naive as I could be, I know. I want to be able to foster a place where if you're feeling jealous, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling hurt, if there's something I have done, then I'm so open that you can come and tell me that. And if there's something I need to be accountable for, I will. To be publicly blasted and accused of things because of my stance as a creator, um, against racism, against what I have seen as racism, for my opinion, that is wrong. and I didn't deserve that. I won't ever be okay with that. And maybe it has absolutely nothing to do with that, but that message that they sent, this message, it's very clear to me. Sorry, that who I am and what I stand for is bothering somebody. And I won't change that. I will not ever change that. You won't make me change that. I will forever be fair. Even if you've watched, I've gone on so many panels with people who don't like me, who have a disdain for me, or people who have very opposite opinions of me. And I do my best to reel in my emotions to be able to have a productive conversation because I believe in resolution. I believe in communication. I believe in giving perspective. But this, I won't stand behind. I won't. I am an absolute panel whore, beefers. Yes, I am. And I love it. Anyways, like I said, this last 48 hours has been hard, knowing that I needed to address it because I didn't want to. Um, I wish her nothing but the best in her endeavors on her page. I hope and pray that she grows beyond what her wildest dreams could ever be. That is my true hope for her, even in this moment. Thank you. Okay. All right. That's enough of those, because that girl's going to come for me. Thank you to those. As you all see, I applied for monetization a couple of days ago, and last night I got my email that I got approved. So I want to, there's some people in our community and different organizations in our community that I would like to be able to help out. And I've been helping from my own pocket. And so now I'm gonna, take some of the money from YouTube and do my thing with it. So there's that. Can you sing us a song now, please? What song are we singing? I don't know if it will I don't know if it will do anything. Yes, I do appreciate everybody being respectful and honoring the fact that this is not to this wasn't easy, and this was never to bash anybody. It was strictly putting out my side of the story, because they've had a chance to tell theirs publicly a couple of times for the last couple of days. And I didn't want that, but I appreciate everybody. Oh God, an angry bitch song. Oh God. I hate you so much right now. You want me to sing that? Toast. There's that song too. Thank you. Money, 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 money. Oh, the number one stunner. What? Bam in the building. Hey. Oh, thank you, Miss Mo. I appreciate it. Meredith Brooks, I'm a bitch. Oh, I don't know if I know that song. Whoop, that chick. Lean on me. Okay, listen, Dazed and Confused. You're trying to put us back in our feelings. We're trying to get out of the feelings. Oh, wait. I think I have a video. Hold on, wait. I think I have a video with the fuck you and fuck her too. Hold on. Let me see if I have it. Oh, I don't have it uploaded to my StreamYards. Hold on. I think it may be, hold on, hold on. I have a good one. Just wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Okay. Your channel. Hold on, hold on. Come on, load. Thank you. I think, oh no, I think it was alive because it was at the end of it. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Gone Girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't have buttons. Thank you, Nonsense. I appreciate that too. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find it because I need it to be in one specific spot. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I think we're almost there. Hold on. Maybe I didn't do it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Hold on. And it's a message to the island. I didn't even remember that. Hold on. Hold on. Thank you, KB. Thank you, guys. All right, here we go. Hold on. Oh, well. Okay, hold on. It's dark in here. Hold on. I can't see the buttons. Hold on, please. Please hold. Do, 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 do. Okay. Let's go here. Let's take that down. Hold on. Where is that at? That's up here. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's good.
For you. To the OGs that supported the island, believed what we were telling you when we couldn't prove
Thank
it
you,
with
Helen.
receipts. Believed that we were here for the right reasons and to help fight a cause. You guys are what have kept us going, informed us, taught us, accepted us. You didn't push anybody away. You didn't fight us because we wanted to sit at your table. You welcomed us. And to you, we are beyond grateful for that. Thank you. To the rest of you guys who have plotted and planned behind the scenes with these receipts, who have lied. A lot of you, I liked you. I had hoped that you would come around.
Thank you
I
all.
had hoped that you would be adults and own your shit and the shit that you had been doing. I really did. If you're upset by this, you feel like you need to fire up a live for this, go ahead. Because for me, it's fuck you forever. Have a nice life. I'm no one to you. The island is no one to you. We're good over here. We've got our land taken care of.
Fuck you very, very much. 'Cause we hate what you do and we hate your whole crew, so please don't stay in touch. Fuck you very, very much. 'Cause your words don't translate and it's getting quite late, so
That's so funny. I did that live stream. I don't even know what it was. I'd have to look at it. So long ago. And it was a message to somebody else at the time. Let me go look at the day. Streamed 5 months ago. But the message still, stands true today. So it's kind of perfect. I'm just putting that out there. Anyways, okay, so my question is how many have morphed YouTube world into their actual tangible lives to the level that their YouTube world does affect their real tangible, touchable life? Brett Light, too many. Too many, and I'm being real, too many. Although my real life people, my family, they know, about my YouTube life, but they don't intertwine with each other. I'm able to keep them separate. So but there are a lot of people who can't keep that separate, and it's unfortunate. So thank you so much to those who sent super chats and super stickers. I really do appreciate you. Okay, no hugs, but yes, thank you for the fist bumps. I appreciate that, T Marie. Thank you, KB. I appreciate you. Darby C, I do need ice cream, Dr. Pepper. Somebody said there's Dr. Pepper ice cream. I got to go find that immediately. Thank you, Nonsense, and to the others who have supported. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I thank you all for being here. And just as just as a reminder, I'm going to say it again. Please, please, please do not attack anybody who was discussed here today. Please do not go and unsub because I said anything. Please don't do that. That is not what this is about. This was strictly an opportunity for me to be able to give my side of things. So I appreciate you all being here. I don't know you, but I've seen you on panels. I would have never believed the stuff that was said about you. You seem very open minded and more than fair. I really like listening to your opinion. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. I try really hard to be fair and to have conversations with everybody. So I do appreciate that. All right. Everybody go back to the YouTube streets now. What's Queen say? You ain't got to go home. You just got to get out of here. You know what I mean? Yes, Rowena started the Dr. Pepper ice cream. She did, Miss Mo. Exactly. Now I've got to go find it. Exactly. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. Have a good one. Thank you, Rowena. Have a good night.